Laura asked me if I wanted to say something. Would anybody doubt whether or not would have something to say? How's everybody doing? Thanks so much for being here. So it is really, really great to see you all and to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful work with the Committee of 70. I certainly want to be one of the first to extend my warmest congratulations to Lauren Christella for her outstanding work and to celebrate for the official announcement of her as being the first woman president in the Committee of 70's history. Lauren, congratulations again. I am so honored by this recognition from the Committee of 70. Voter education, engagement, and access is at the heart of 70. Voter education, engagement, and access, not just locally, but regionally and nationally. Your nonpartisan commitment to this mission is invaluable to our democracy and assures that every vote everywhere is counted and counts equally. Throughout my career, I've been drawn to solving problems in communities and creating solutions that benefit people's day-to-day lives. I've seen the power of the vote in my work on political campaigns, in Harrisburg advocating for good legislation, going door to door throughout Philadelphia, and as an advocate, leader, and coalition builder. There is no better tool for impacting policy than exercising our right to vote. Educated voters are powerful. When elected officials hear us and we continue to hold them accountable, we get better policy, and it reflects people and communities' real needs and their priorities. Through voting, we share our values for making our communities better places to live, work, play, and dream every single day. There's a different relationship among our vote, who is elected at every level of government, and the policies that our communities are governed by. I am incredibly proud to have done work with the Committee of 70, as you just heard Laura talk about. But I was excited to be a part of the organizations that joined with 70 and others to make this election one that was really talked about and engaged at the public level. The first public poll that was done as a part of this election was done under the leadership of Lauren, and with many of the rest of us encouraging 70 to find the money and make it happen. So thank you so very, very much for that work. But as you also heard, I was really a part of the Draw the Lines, which is about how do you make sure that you have fair districts and that they are representative of how people live and work in Pennsylvania. I had a chance to, again, after many years having been in Harrisburg, to travel the state. And a lot of times when we're local and we're very much tied to our local communities, we don't always believe that the issues that we see and care about are felt across the state. Traveling again for that work, I definitely know that there are people not only in Philadelphia, but across Pennsylvania that are looking for fairness and that are looking for access. And because of that, I believe that you see some of the changes that we have seen that Lauren just talked about. Women in key roles in the Pennsylvania House, in the Pennsylvania Senate, and also at the Supreme Court level, because we work to make sure that voters and communities knew that they needed to be advocates for fair districts. So again, thank you very much, 70, for that very, very powerful work. But there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. We saw the New York Times headline this week, voter turnout in Philadelphia is too low. Let me say that again. Voter turnout in Philadelphia is too low. And we know, Lauren and I did a workshop with the forum where we talked about why people don't vote. And it is an active process. When people don't know their elected officials, when they don't believe that their vote matters, when they don't believe that it really counts, that people are paying attention, we ultimately end up with voter turnout that doesn't reflect enough of our population to know that we're meeting the interest of everyone. And I would continue to argue that it is not up to elected officials or committee people or party bosses. It is up to us to be that activist, to get back to knocking on doors. When the census was out, I went out in a motorcade like I did back in the 70s and knocked on doors encouraging people to complete their census forms. We need to do the same thing as it relates to our communities. Lauren, maybe we need to have committee of 70 committee people in every community where we do the work in a nonpartisan way of reaching out to voters, not just at election time, but when it's budget time, when it is all other kinds of times that key legislation is being discussed and being presented. So again, I just want to say thank you so much for this honor and for this opportunity to really share with you that our work is just beginning, and I'm excited of the terrific leadership that we have here at 70 and that all of you will be engaged. Let's make sure that we create a space in Philadelphia for everyone to actively participate in government because they believe and know that their actions, that their vote absolutely makes a difference. Thank you very, very much.